my mats that I'd cleaned from my little mini that were nice and dry. Jesus, they're not dry now. They weigh 1,000,000 tons. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back once again. Going to be a little bit of a different video this time. A video that I probably would have preferred not to have made, although it wasn't the end of the world. However, so we'll go straight into it. Right, it's a bit of a random one because the other night, sometimes when I'm sitting at home, like the rather sad individual that I am, sometimes I like to peruse my security cameras at work just to make sure everything's all right, shall we say, or normal. You know, make sure there's nothing untoward going on. Yeah, I've got notifications on for my cameras and stuff, but sometimes I just like having a little look. And going into, so we've got cameras in our workshop and the office and all outside and that, obviously. And the other night I was sitting there. Actually, no, scratch that. Going back, this is what the noise normally sounds like in our workshop at night time. The white noise, shall we say, just a little bit of wind. You listen to this clip. This is what it normally sounds like. Yeah, so that little clip there, that was about 10:30 on this particular night. We'd just got back from being out for a Chinese with my mum and dad and that for my birthday, and that was what the noise was. Everything was all normal. Now, for some strange reason, I decided to have another look at the same camera because there was like a niggling in my brain, like a I don't know what it was. In my subconscious brain, there was a niggling telling me that something wasn't right. And I know, and I think it's because I'd left work in a bit of a hurry because it was, you know, it had gone like 5:30 or something like that, and we were supposed to be at the Chinese at 6 to meet everyone. I hadn't even had a shower or nothing like that. Something was niggling, but for some strange reason, at about 10 to 12, just before I was going to go to bed, I think it was about 10 to 12, midnight, something like that, just before I was going to go to bed, I had another look at the same camera. And this is what it sounded like. Yeah, so, very different noise. Real loud noise. And I was sitting there thinking, what the hell is that noise? I mean, is that one of my cameras? Has one of my cameras gone faulty? So I looked at the other camera in front of it, which is about 20 foot ahead of the other one, and that's what this is what that one sounded like. Yep, same noise but not as loud. And I sat there thinking, what is that noise? In my dressing gown, you know, in my pants. So I decided to go and investigate, because I had to go and investigate to see what that noise was. Now, unfortunately, that noise ended up being this. This is what I found when I went through the door. See, this isn't what you want at midnight when your cameras are telling you something's going on in the workshop. And what I've done is, after rushing out, I left my hose connected up to my tap, and it's blown off. The union has let go, it's blown off, and as you can see, everywhere's flooded. You definitely could do without this. Actually in my dressing gown. I wonder why it failed. I mean, that's pretty strong on there. Yeah, so once things had settled down in my brain and I'd started sweeping up and everything like that, I went back on my cameras just to try and work out when this happened, because they've got like a little graph for motion and one for noise, and obviously as soon as that explosion happened, there's like a big black bit or a big solid bit of noise. So this is what it sounded like when it let go. And then then it'll just end up doing a bit more tidying up, as you can see here. I wonder when it failed. I'll have to go back, watch on my cameras, see when the noise started. Oh dear. Well, I'll tell you what, the floor's getting a wash before I put the flooring down, isn't it? You always watch things like this, don't you? You think, have they done that on purpose? Like, I don't know, to get viewings or... We haven't got a massive amount of stuff on the floor, so I mean, listen to me shoes. Old toaster boxes still from moving in. Oh no, the printer paper. Saved the printer paper, people. That's in plastic wrap, look. That's the bottom one, saved it. That's a touch. Oh, listen to me trainers. That's alright though. Got me sausage dog socks on. Do you know what? Because the whole place is just concrete, and there isn't really anything on the floor. Yeah, there's a few bits of wood and some old underlay and stuff. Just there isn't really anything on the floor. Saved the paper that can get messed up, really. Can't move any of the cars because it's like 1 o'clock in the morning now, and the water has gone under the cars, but it's not going to cause any damage to concrete. My mats that I'd cleaned from my little Mini that were nice and dry. Jesus, they're not dry now. They weigh 1 million tons. Let's just chuck them outside for now. Ain't gonna get any wetter, are they? I wonder if the neighbours are like, cool, he's keen, isn't he? Making his workshop look nice, sweeping it at 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh, pants. What's going on? It's got to be handed to this whole building that the floor is pretty flat. As in, it's pretty level. Because the tap's over there, look. And the water has managed to come all the way over here. All the way around underneath the car, all the way around here, sort of gone along there a bit. It hasn't got quite underneath the bench yet because the tap wasn't on for long enough. All the way here, hasn't quite, oh, it has gone to that wall, look. Hasn't quite gone there. You can see a water line there. It's pretty mad really how flat the floor is. It's all under there. I ain't got any, obviously I haven't got any keys to move any of the cars, so I have to do this in the morning. Not ideal. This is going out first thing. Could probably do without this. I'll tell you what, if there's any mice living in here, which I'm sure there probably is. There is some mice in there. Well, a mouse at least. Check out this little video that I found. Don't ask me how I found this. It was just luck, I think. I don't sit there watching it the whole time. Anyway, let's get back to the flood. At least they'll be able to have a little drink, wouldn't they? Might be able to have a little bath. Do mice have baths? Probably be able to have a little bath in there. If there's any little mice around, you have a little bath before I clean it all up when I come back to work in the morning. Right, people. I've swept up most of the water. I've got it out the door over there. Yeah, there's still lots of it around. Bit of a puddle there. But most of the excess has gone. We'll then have to do some more drying up in the morning. However, I am in a slightly better frame of mind now. I'm a bit hot because I've been sweeping. Let's pull some positives out of this now. Right, positives. Well, I've just been out for a Chinese, so I'm full up still. So I haven't been sweeping on an empty stomach, which is good. I mean, let's be honest. It could have been worse. I've heard it. I mean, I don't know how long the tap's been going for. I'll have to go back on my camera and see exactly when it started, but it definitely could have been worse. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning now, and if I'd have come in at 9 o'clock in the morning, my God, would that have been a lot of water. It's not really anything damaged because it's just a concrete floor. That'll be dry by tomorrow. Rubber flooring, which I still haven't done. Everything else is off the floor and metal filing cabinet. I mean, it's all right. So, it isn't the end of the world, is it? No one's died. Made a little bit of content out of it. Well, you might as well. Do you know what I mean? If you mess up, you might as well tell people it's my fault. I left the tap on, not on. I left the tap on with the. See what I've done, because I need a hard-lined copper water pipe going from here. So the mains is down there. I need one going from there up there, along there, over there for my jet wash. So as a temporary measure, I've got a hose pipe running all the way around the outside. You can see it there, look. And it just links onto my jet wash. Well, it's still on the jet wash, obviously, because I chucked it all in here earlier on when I was in a hurry, leaving to get this sorted. And it's all gone a bit wrong, isn't it? But I think for now, we better go home and get some sleep, come back in the morning and do some more drying up. So if I don't come back on in the morning, I'm not going to say subscribe on this one, but I will say I'll see you on the next one. This is the next morning. Look at that little dent. That little dent there. That's where this has let go. And that's gone dunk on my little bucket bit of metal. Look at that, look. That's some good water pressure.